Just Like You. The theme for awareness activities in 2009 reinforces that individuals with developmental disabilities have the same hopes, dreams, and feelings as everyone else, and have potential to offer. Judges paid special attention to the positive awareness of persons with developmental disabilities. The awareness activities and journalistic efforts we recognize today promote that concept, helping break down the attitudinal barriers that often keep people with developmental disabilities from gaining full access to their communities.
Category 1, for an article or series of articles in a daily newspaper with circulation over 100,000.
An award of merit is presented to Grant Segal of the Cleveland Plain Dealer for his front-page Metro section story on the new Just a Buck entrepreneurial venture. In conveying the importance of work for people with developmental disabilities, he also conveyed the message that people with developmental disabilities are just like you.
The Award of Excellence is presented to Jewel Cardwell of the Akron Beacon Journal for her story about Vincent Dorsey, a sports reporter for the University of Akron's paper. It was evident in the story that Vincent has news for those who think disabilities must limit achievements. This beautifully written article makes us feel we know Vincent and can participate in his successes.
Category 2, for an article or series in a daily newspaper with a circulation below 100,000.
An award of merit is presented to Andrew Tobias at the Delaware Gazette for his story of John Rearson, Liberty Grad Fights Autism. The article diminishes the myth that a disability should be hidden or thought of as a problem. Instead, the positive message of this article encourages people to look at the person first and not the disability.
An award of excellence is presented to Kathy Dickerson of the Coshocton Tribune for celebrating freedom. In this article, we learn about members of People First who are celebrating their independence and their understanding of their rights and responsibilities as citizens with disabilities.
Category 3, article or series in a weekly or monthly publication.
An award of merit is presented to Nancy Klein, editor of the Putnam Voice. The focus of the article was the removal of mental retardation from the name of the county board, but it is very apparent from the article she had a genuine interest in the topic and a desire to not only educate herself, but the community as well.
An award of excellence is presented to Pat Salimi of the Sun newspapers for her story about the opening of Just a Buck. This story conveys the value people with developmental disabilities place on the opportunity to work.
Category 4, photography in a daily newspaper with a circulation over 100,000.
An award of merit is presented to Lisa DeJong of the Plain Dealer for her photo capturing the wonderment of one student at the VSA Arts of Ohio Festival at the county fairgrounds. A terrific front-page photo.
The Award of Excellence is presented also to Lisa DeJong of the Plain Dealer for her beautifully captured moment between one of the cashiers and a customer at Just a Buck, a dollar store franchise staffed with individuals who have developmental disabilities.
Category 5, photography in a daily newspaper with a circulation below 100,000.
An award of merit is presented to Aaron Piper of the Lima News. This photo is from the Marimore School prom. Students with special needs were invited. The photo shows a typical prom scene with this couple in their finest attire, enjoying a dance just like every other high school student at the prom.
The Award of Excellence is presented to Robert K. Yosei of The Vindicator. This photo captures both the determination of the individual at bat and the caring nature of staff.
Category 6, photography in a weekly or monthly publication.
An award of merit is presented to Kyle Lanzer of the Sun newspapers for his front-page photos conveying the pride people with developmental disabilities show in their work, and, even more than the words contained in the story, how much people with disabilities are just like you.
Category 7, recognizes in-depth or feature stories on television.
An award of merit is presented to reporter Kathy Hart at ABC 22, Fox 45 News.
Be here on a payday and see the reactions that folks have, and some of the checks really sometimes aren't as significant compared to somebody else, but for them it's significant. Doesn't matter what the amount is, it's important.
The workers mix the dough, cut the bone-shaped treats, bake them, and carefully count out and bag the treats.
I count them all out to 40.
Then what?
I put them in the bag and I shake them down.
What started out as a training exercise has turned into a booming business. These dog bones are now sold at nearly 100 retailers in 3 states.
More than 12,000 bags sold to date, with plans to expand. Dog owners know what they're feeding their pets is produced locally, not overseas. And dogs, well, I'm told they love pets and people.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, home I do.
Does the dog like the dog treats?
An award of excellence is presented to Dick Russ of WKYC-TV for his story on the 6 o'clock news of the opening of Just a Buck.
They are clients of the Cuyahoga County Board of Mental Retardation and Developmental Disabilities.
Everything you see is what they've done over the past 2 weeks.
And what these men and women have done is nothing short of remarkable. What's happening here in Parma is absolutely groundbreaking. Maybe the first time ever, people who have disabilities not only working in a store, but actually owning the place. The nonprofit arm of the county board has bought a Just a Buck franchise, a huge step for these unlikely entrepreneurs who have summoned everything they have inside to own and operate the store.
My ability, the skills, my knowledge, and my thinking-wise, I love it.
The Award of Excellence is also presented to Sports Time Ohio for an emotionally impactful story and a fantastic example of how those with developmental disabilities are just like everyone else.
Team Up's success is due in large part to its buddy system. Volunteers assist the players and keep the games moving along.
Go! Go! Look at him go!
I'm buddy with Cade Torbert.
Go, Cade, go! Good shot, buddy, go!
All right! He loves to play baseball.
Each of them need at least one buddy. And then there's several that are more physically challenging that needed maybe 2 or 3.
That guy can run.
There are probably between 30 and 40 buddies at any given time.
It's just great to work with the kids and watch them develop and have fun.
Watching these buddies and the bonds that they're making with the players, the lessons they're learning, the love they have for these kids, it's just been amazing.
Category 8, Public Affairs Programs on Television or Radio.
An award of merit is presented to Hattie Larlham for The Whole Scoop. Judges said this program demonstrated a highly valuable source of information.
I'm capable of doing a lot of good stuff, like making milkshakes and cafetinos and taking food to people and talking to them. I just want them to not look at me like there's something wrong with me.
An award of excellence is presented to Sherry Lincoln at WYSU for her very well-paced and engaging radio interview with officials from the Mahoning County Board of DD.
Ohio legislature has recently passed, and I think Governor Strickland just signed a bill formally dropping the phrase mental retardation. Larry, can you tell us a little bit about why that change occurred and why it matters?
In my opinion, it's kind of an evolution of the terminology. If you go back in the history, all the way back even 200 years ago, you had really offensive terms like lunatics and asylums, imbeciles, words that were truly offensive. But over the course of years, that gets changed gradually.